are about to watch a game between Bynx and ExplosiveYoda. So we're very, very excited about that. Oh, they've started already.
Round 2. So it looks like we played Iceman and Sokovia just discarded a couple of cards. Okay, so I'm not quite sure who's playing which deck. So we'll just say
Okay.
And we got a Spider-Man. And ooh, look, it's the new Twitch drop Spider-Man Max Greg.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Looks like he's watched enough hours to get those drops. All right, so it is closed deck list, so neither of the players know. Okay, neither of the players know what deck each of them are playing.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
ExplosiveYoda, top player is Bynx. So it does say ExplosiveYoda on the right. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Yep, this is our first time running it, so of course we're gonna have technical difficulties, but that's okay. Hope everyone is having a great time and enjoying SnapCon so far.
Thanks for joining us. Okay, so this is Silk Craven deck that Wendy has kind of made popular in the meta.
Ooh, I haven't played much of this season yet, so I'm excited to see more of this.
So what Yoda's trying to do with that on that bottom board is he's trying to get Silk to just move left, right, middle, and just kind of buff that Craven as much as possible. So he is playing first. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
We got that Chavez play.
Oh, that's a great spot for the Cosmo as well.
That is a great
especially
spot.
against a deck that's moving cards.
And Silk is going to move out, but we also have a potential marble move that will add
Enchantress.
Yep, that's true.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
to counter the Craven. And game 1.
Right.
That's a
It's still anybody's game though.
Yeah, so it looks like Bynx is playing like a Sarah control with Darkhawk and some junk. Oh, and look at that. Bynx has a Dakin in his hands.
Oh, Dakin's the one that gives you the shard, right?
Yeah, the
and
shard.
then if you discard,
Or destroy it.
discard or destroy the shard.
He gets to double his stat line, his power line. So
Yep, that's right.
yeah, it's a interesting Sarah Dakin control hybrid. Ooh, and we got the
collapsed mine.
Yeah. So let's see if they skip their turn this turn, because that deep space is not a fun space. Although Silk on deep space isn't that bad. It's two energy for 5 power. So Silk on deep space,
that's
pretty
true.
good.
That's true. But neither of the players are going to play.
Yeah, understandable.
Yep, that's what I would have done as well.
All right, and it looks like Yoda's setting up that Angela. Oh, and putting that Silk there. Okay.
Spicy.
I feel like that's not a bad play, because I think Silk is going to end up in deep space eventually.
Oh, that's right. And then it'll
stop.
Be stuck. Yep. Okay.
All right, so let's look at what Bynx is doing. Bynx plays the Rock Slide. And if we look at his hand...
Yep. And there's the Silk into the deep space.
If we look at Bynx's hand, he does have that Darkhawk. So...
He's got a lot of options here.
Yeah.
But it is already turn 5. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and a late Kitty Pride for Yoda, but that will still help buff up the Angela. So let's see what Bynx ends up doing. He does have a Spider Ham, which will get one of the 2 targets. And so we're still waiting to see what Bynx is thinking about. There's still some time left.
What options does he have at this point? Ooh, is that a snap from...
I can't tell who snapped, but I feel like it was Bynx. Yeah, it was Bynx. Yeah, and Yoda retreats.
GG.
So right now, Bynx with 10 health, Yoda with 7.
It was a good retreat.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're getting some player cams in between the matches. So that's ExplosiveYoda. And...
Oh, that's right. ExplosiveYoda on stage versus Bynx. Getting into round 3 now. White Hot Room. ExplosiveYoda plays Angela. Oh, that's a good...
That's a good hit because now he can't target the Darkhawk with his Shang-Chi anymore. Alright, so Bynx is still thinking a little bit. Let's see what he plays. Oh, the Shadow King, which I guess that's just a tempo play to get stats on the field. Oh, that Sakaar was really good for ExplosiveYoda. He got a free vision and Shang-Chi is already used. Even though
they both don't have Shang-Chi anymore.
Yep. So I'm actually kind of interested in what this Legion play is going to be next turn. I think Yoda is going to play that Legion, and I think that Sakaar is like a pretty good play. We'll see what they actually end up doing.
That would be a really interesting play, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see what actually ends up happening because Yoda has a lot of options here. He can move. Can you please keep it on the gameplay?
Escaped.
Yeah, just keep it on the screen. Don't change it. So anyway, Project Pegasus turn 1. And let's see what's going to be played. Okay, we got Kitty Pryde and Vision. Let's see what Bynx does.
Ooh, Project Pegasus is such a fun rotation.
Oh, an early rock slide. So that's 2 rocks shuffled into the deck turn 1. Good chance that Yoda draws it. Okay,
or maybe not. Lucky him. I feel like every time I get rock slided, I always draw every single rock.
Yeah, exactly. So we got Vision, we got Iceman, and the Iceman hits the Legion, so we're probably not going to be seeing Legion this game. So yeah, the Vision moves, Kitty Pryde, and let's see what Bynx ends up doing. So it looks like Yoda's just trying to buff up that Kraven as much as possible. And the Cosmo play.
Oh, okay.
I like the Cosmo play because when Grand Central triggers on turn 5, nothing's actually going to happen.
Yeah. Does he have that many on reveal cards?
Yoda does not have many, but he does have the Legion. He does have Shang-Chi. It's like there are some cards that he can play there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, he did draw the rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, turn 1 rock slide is you're almost guaranteed to draw a rock. And there's a Darkhawk. So he was protecting the Darkhawk. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So honestly, Spider-Man moving.
I always forget Spider-Man changed.
I do like Spider-Man moving left, and then he's going to play the Kitty Pryde. Will he move the Vision? Let's see. And Bynx is still thinking. I don't think he played anything yet. So yeah, Bynx played Spider-Ham and something else.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
And he swoops to the right.
Okay, plays Iceman.
Oh, and both players probably gonna be. Oh no, never mind. Shadow King. And the Legion is now a pig. But he got the free stats.
Enchantress. Okay.
So honestly, Bynx is a little bit scared on the right there. So we do, of course, Yoda draws a Chavez. And the Chavez is he's gonna play it left.
That's a good amount of power there.
That is a good amount of power.
I feel like Yoda's in a pretty good
a
pretty good position here.
I agree. I think that Bynx is kind of locked out on the right, so there's really not much unless he plays like a Korg, which I don't believe he drew. So
yeah,
Bynx retreated.
That's a good retreat.
Yeah.
Escaped.
Too bad Yoda couldn't capitalize with like an earlier snap, but that's how it works sometimes.
Yep. Do you think they look nervous? It's so cool that we can see them on stage while they're playing, right?
Yeah, we get to see their faces.
I wonder if it's like both of their first times playing like in person, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it is like that for a lot of our participants here at SnapCon. Their first time playing anybody in person.
I feel like majority, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me, both of them look cool and collected. I do see Bynx, he's breathing, but breathing is not necessarily bad. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Take your time to think. Collect yourself. And the Spider Ham got Miles Morales. Ooh, Kitty wishes she was in his hand right there. So here we're still going to be playing Kitty, it looks like, and probably Jeff.
Yep.
So that Shadow King, I feel like in this matchup between Bynx and ExplosiveYoda's deck, I feel like for Bynx, that Shadow King is very... oh, I see that you have a Craven, and now your Craven is 2 again. So that's kind of like the X Factor card, so that's a good turn 6 for Bynx.
It would reset the Kitty Pride too, right?
I think that was Bynx that just snapped. Yeah,
Ooh.
and Yoda's leaving, so... Honestly, I felt like Yoda had a pretty good hand, but I mean, Bynx did have the Shadow King, so that Wakanda buff wouldn't have done much.
You know what? I for when you play in tournaments, I feel like, I mean, for me at least, I like to play more safe.
Yeah.
So if somebody is snapping, you know, pretty early, even if I have kind of a good hand, for me, I would probably retreat.
This just in.
Honestly, especially if like you have not too much tournament experience, it's better safe than sorry most of the time.
Yeah, I would imagine more people are retreating on games rather than just going all in. But I mean, some people like to take risks.
Look, so Daily Bugle happened, and Yoda got Shadow King.
Ooh,
So
they
he
both
knows,
have Shadow King now.
and he also knows that Bynx has it.
Yep.
And Bynx got the Captain Marvel. So let's see what they played this turn 3. Vibranium Mines came out. They're probably not going to be playing in that location much.
Yeah, you know, when I first saw Vibranium Mines, that location, I didn't know much about Marvel Snap, and I was like, wow, Vibranium Mines is so awesome, and I played all my cards there, and my whole hand filled up with the Vibranium. And then I realized that, okay, that was not the right move.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, it's like a one cost 4 power.
I did the same thing, honestly. I was like, it's 1 cost, 4, it's so efficient, and you can't destroy it with Killmonger?
Yeah, right?
All right, so Yoda's kind of on their back. And we're at the point where it's 2 cubes, and it looks like an early snap by Bynx. Bynx is looking really confident.
Now.
This is a good time to play aggressive.
He's in a great position to do that, yep.
He's feeling himself. Oh. Okay, so we are locked into 3 cubes.
This could potentially be the last game for ExplosiveYoda, but we'll see. I mean, he could bring it back. We've seen plenty of games where some people have just survived on 1 cube and just completely turned the game around, so let's see.
I will say, though, that in this particular matchup, I do feel like Bynx kind of just has a lot of answers against Yoda's deck.
He does, yeah. Oh, and early Zabu, I love that.
Early Zabu is exactly what Bynx wanted.
Yeah. Anytime I play a deck with Zabu and I can play it early, I feel so good about myself.
Okay, so interesting play. So we're putting Spider-Man middle, and he's just gonna Quantum Tunnel out into Atlantis with Chavez. That's actually pretty good stats for middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and okay, so with Rock Slide, Quantum Tunnel becomes a dangerous lane for Yoda to play in because he might draw into a rock.
Right. Yep. I mean, with my luck, that's exactly what would happen with every card I would drop in there.
And like the fewer cards that are in his deck as the turns go by, the more likely you draw a rock or get Quantum Tunnel to rock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interestingly enough, I haven't seen Bynx play Sarah yet.
That's true.
And honestly, I feel like he doesn't even need to play it because he has an early Zabu out. Like, I guess he could play stuff for a little bit cheaper.
Although we also haven't made it to the end of the game a lot.
Yeah,
there have been a lot of retreats.
There's been a lot of snaps and retreats. True. And we got that early Spider Ham.
We've seen a lot of Spider Ham action, which has been, I mean, it's been great.
So Yoda doesn't know this, but he's probably thinking about, oh crap, I'm scared of Shadow King. So he probably doesn't want to commit too much more on that left side with Angela and Craven.
Right, right.
Okay, we're playing. Okay, Rock is actually a good one. He drew the rock.
Yeah.
So
playing a
that
rock into the Quantum Tunnel, even if you get a rock, it's like, okay, I played a rock.
Exactly. So. And let's see what Yoda still has 2 more energy, or 4 more energy. Is he gonna play Jeff? I feel like Jeff is a good. That's not a good. That's a good play.
I like that play there because he can move it. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. And let's see what Bynx is. Oh, he did not play the Jeff. Okay, interesting. Rock, of course, becomes a rock, and of course, I talked about Sarah not being played in.
Well, there you go.
Commentator's
you
curse.
got your wish.
There we go. Yeah.
Because you can't really retreat anymore, because it'd be it's the max cubes anyway, right?
True. Yeah. So let's see which lane the Dark Hawk is going. We do get the Legion pig, so that's going to be 13 power right. Let's see if Yoda can win it. Yoda does have Prio, so he is vulnerable to Shang-Chi on the right. We'll see what Bynx ends up doing. Yeah, it looks like Yoda is locked in, so we do have the Shang-Chi play. Let's see where he plays it. Let's see where he's going to play. Yeah, with that Sarah and the Zabu, his 4 costs are now 2 costs.
Oh, wow. He can play so many cards. There's so many options for him. And he has answers to so many things.
It's kind of like playing Sarah Surfer, except with 4 costs instead of 3 costs. Yeah, honestly, the Colleen Wing. Okay, the Colleen Wing is actually for the Dak, and I just realized. So that he can discard the shard.
It's a little. Yeah, it's too late for that.
It's honestly.
But it's good power.
It's 4 power for 1 energy. Like if I was in Bynx's position, I would play like my entire hand as much as possible.
Yep.
So yeah, he's really thinking it. He really wants to end the game here. If he loses this, he's still ahead, but like he just wants to nip it in the bud.
Yeah.
Have an early victory and finish round 1 with round 1 in the tournament with a win.
I'm so excited to see this.
Oh, the spider! So the Spider-Man moves. Is that gonna be the Shang-Chi? I think that might be the Shang-Chi. Dark Hawk left, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's the Shang-Chi, and it looks like Yoda wins this round.
Wow. Okay.
So he gets the 3 cubes.
3 cubes. Okay.
So
Yoda survives another round.
there's probably 2 more rounds in this matchup. At most 2 more rounds.
Yeah.
It could be 1, but that was a good comeback from Yoda. And Bynx immediately snaps. He got an early Zabu.
Yeah,
very good snap. Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, Yoda hanging in there, and he is still in it. We have seen comebacks like this. So
yeah, I've
we
seen
can't count
1
him out.
cube versus like 8 cube comebacks.
Yeah.
I've experienced that too.
You've experienced it too,
Yeah.
So we got the early Silk play. Probably gonna see the Zabu out, yeah. And yeah, let's see. I'm guessing Bynx wants to put. So the nice thing about Rock Slide is you want to put them out as early as possible because that just increases the chance that it gets drawn. So I'm gonna guess that he's gonna want to be playing that Rock Slide. And Yoda, his Craven got Iceman, so he's playing that on curve. And yeah, it looks like the Rock Slide is coming out. Most likely mid or left. We do not want to play Jotunheim. And yeah, of course, first card drawn is the rock.
It's always the rock.
That's what happens. And interesting, like we get the Jeff play. I think I like the Marvel play a little bit better.
I like that.
It's scary though because we got the Silk. So if the Silk moves into Jotunheim, that's a really crappy location. And it did not. That's a lucky Silk move. Yeah. So yeah, here.
Ooh, are we gonna see Sarah played again from Bynx? It
looks like Sarah's being played, but he's playing in Jotunheim, and honestly, I don't hate this because I think that he's going to have less cards on board compared to Bynx, so it's going to hurt Bynx a little bit more. So I'm liking this play.
That's true.
And also, look at this. Shadow King can potentially counter the Jotunheim because they'll go back up to their original cost on the lane that he plays it on. So Shadow King works both as a buff or a debuff.
That's a fun play.
That is a fun play. And yeah, this is potentially the final turn of this matchup. Let's see what's going on. We got
Vision.
We got a lot of
Miles
stats.
Morales.
So what's nice? Yeah, what's nice about both these decks? They can just put out a lot of power for cheap energy on turn 6.
A lot of options for Bynx as well.
And yeah, like I'm interested to see if the Captain Marvel will actually make a difference this game.
I always love watching Captain Marvel win games.
Shadow King, Shang-Chi.
Okay.
And it looks like Yoda survives.
Wow.
So we are going. Actually, it depends on if Yoda decides to snap here.
Yeah. I wonder if Bynx is going to continue being aggressive now.
No, there's no way.
He
can't. Even if he snaps, he's already at max. Yeah, actually, this is max. So, actually, if Yoda wins, it's over, and Bynx is on the ropes now.
Well, you know, the beauty of the pod system at SnapCon is that anytime somebody gets out of a tournament, they can just start another pod with another group of people and play again.
Exactly. Like, I really like that format because basically, I don't know if you guys know at home, but if you just win one of your pods, you qualify for day 2. And if you don't win, you can keep playing until you win a pod and qualify for day 2 as much as you want.
Yeah, because I mean, sometimes your deck just gets countered.
Yeah.
So.
But like, it was looking like Bynx's deck had like a good advantage over Yoda's, and now it's looking a lot more even, and Yoda's kind of got the upper hand again. Yeah.
This has been a great game so far.
It really has been. And also, he just Cosmo'd the Kraven lane. So Bynx Cosmo'd the lane with Kraven, so now he can't Shadow King that lane. Boom. And Kraven is growing. Oh, the Shang-Chi. So that's an early Shang-Chi. And you know what?
That's a pretty good play.
Oh, Yoda.
Oh, another.
Yoda also. Although, personally, I might have wanted to hold on to it, but he doesn't know that Bynx has Darkhawk, so.
Yep. That's true.
But we as viewers, we know what they both have.
We're seeing a lot of Sarah play now. You
We're
just have to call it out.
Commentators cursed it. And interestingly, every game he's played Sarah, he's lost.
So who do you think is in a better position now?
So right now,
I mean, Yoda's winning the lanes, but
I think Yoda's looking favored right now. So like we can potentially see Silk and Marvel move left so that he can win those lanes. It's looking like he's punting the right lane, so he's giving up on the right. Yoda, that is giving up on the right lane, but you know, maybe Captain Marvel is enough, because that's the nice thing about Captain Marvel. If you're winning the lane, then she stays there.
Yeah.
Oh, and so we're winning the lane. Oh, the Darkhawk comes. Dacket, and do we see a Colleen Wing? Let's see it. Oh, the Silk moves. And that wins the match for Yoda. And Yoda coming out on top over Bynx. What a comeback.
Wow, congratulations.
GG's.
What a crazy match.
Yeah.
My God. It was one-sided at first, and
Yeah.
then Yoda was able to bring it all the way back.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. I absolutely enjoyed that match so much. Bynx is one of my favorite content creators, so
I love both of these people.
And and Explosive Yoda I've known in our community, and we've gotten to know him really well, so that was really, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, the beauty of it is if anybody ends up getting out of the tournament, they can just go ahead and play in another pod again. So there's plenty of chances for people to play all day.
This is not the last you'll see of Bynx for the tournament.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
All right, so I think we're gonna set up for the next match.
Small break and set up. Yep, we're gonna set up for the next. Maybe we'll set up for the next match. We will see, because we're trying to get back on schedule. It's already 10:40.
Okay.
So.
Quick 5-minute or so break, and we'll see you in a moment.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.